there are certain seasons that there are certain things that you need to do. Now, for example, this season of your life is not the season to be bothering about girlfriend and boyfriend. It's not the time to find out how the lips of an opposite sex, how it tastes. It's not your business. You don't have any reason thinking that thought coming in. You don't even have any reason that thought nearing you. Because this is the season of your preparation. What you do with yourself now will determine the outcome of your life. And you see, now is your best time because there are encumbrances that you don't have. For example, you are not thinking about how to pay your school fees. Are you thinking about that? Are you thinking about that? Do you think about how to eat? How to get money to eat? House rent? Are you the one thinking about how to pay the house rent in your house? So you have least things worrying you. So there are things you should channel your energy into. Are you getting what I'm saying now? Come on, are you getting what I'm saying now? Now you channel your energy into those things. Now, let me also tell the singles and the young people. Now there is a time to take risk. There is a time to take certain risk. You try certain things. If you fail, now only you go drink garri. You see, as I am now, there are things I can't do. There are risks I cannot take because if I remember my family, I will calm down. Oh God, I don't know how to explain what I'm telling you. Miracle. Experiment, explore the things you want to explore now. If you go back, you won't go back. If you miss it, you see, if I miss it now, and God forbid, I don't have a place to stay, where will I keep my children? And you know, if it were to only me, I would just come and crash in your house. No be so. But how am I going to carry my family to come and crash in whose house? So there are some things when I think about it, I say, no, I can never go back. It's already too late. See, oh God, this is your best season. Oh. I said, this is your best moment. It's not now that I'll start trying to learn mechanic. It's not now. It's late. Oh God. Oh Jesus. I don't know how to tell you this thing. So that's how, that's how famine is. And God is trying to help us to understand that is how our lives are. So there are things that there is a time to do it. That's number one. And also when it comes to farming, there is also a place to farm. You realize that they grow in certain environments. And if you want those things to grow like where they are naturally not their natural habitats, you have to condition. So that's one of the things I want you to know, that there are seasons in your life. Don't joke with them. And that's one of the things that Satan actually likes doing to us, to miss our seasons. Hey, are you with me now? Now, do you remember what we read? Genesis chapter 8. He said, as long as the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest. He began to tell us seasons. And I said, look, you can't pray against seasons. What you do for seasons is to prepare for them. Oh, are you with me now? You know the seasons. In fact, if you are sensitive enough, don't we know the season that we're about entering now? Hey, don't we know the season that we're about entering? Now, you get to another time, you know what the season that is about to. Now, if you are sensitive in your own life, I will also tell you that you are going to be knowing seasons in your life. There are seasons that you shouldn't have time to play Lido. What did I say? Like I'm telling you now, Bishop David Oyedepo's children should not come and say, "You come, let's play 10-10." And you are playing 10-10 for 6 hours. Oga, waiting your parents leave for you. Are you getting what I'm saying? You are playing 10-10 with, and the worst part is that even those people are not even playing 10-10. You that, okay, let it not be as if I'm attacking you. We, okay, are we together now? We are in the same WhatsApp group. Your papa no leave something for you. No be so. Nothing, Toro. Not even name. Even your son name cannot kill an ant. I'm talking, all of us are in the same WhatsApp group, is it not? Yes. So what I'm just trying to tell you is this. Those people that their parents have, you already built a legacy for them. That in fact, some of these people, if they choose not to walk, in fact, let's also put it this way. I hope you know there are people that food is not their problem. But for many of us here, it's not so. Or should we lie to ourselves? Okay. Can we lie to ourselves? I said, oh, food by faith. It's not faith matter. It's not talk. You okay. I'm trying to annoy you. Don't be angry with me. I'm not the one who put you in your condition. I know born you. No be me born you. No be I know. If there are people who should be angry with me, it's my biological children. But at least I did try small. I came to this place is far. I say if I slap you, do you know the places that we tread? And another person will go to tell me that the distance between their gate and hostel is far. And the day I drove there, I was angry. I felt like, my friend, come here. In fact, let me tell you something. During you go and look for your admission. Oh my. Come on, are you understanding? If you can imagine, I was a teenager. I had to travel to Benin to go and be looking for admission by myself. You are the one who will go and now and say, I've gotten admission. You show proof. Then they will now be start looking for what to do with your life. You know, they were asking one of my daughters, he said, how do you pay your school fees? He said, I don't know. Because the way they do the portal or something, he said, I don't know. My father pays and sends me that's their own portal. I'm the one who assess it, pay, and send them. You just go and present. If you like, don't go and find admission. You stay at home when you are tired of saying. And if you stay at home for a long, they will pursue you from the house. Say, what are you doing here? What are your Now, you see, what took me to that route? Unfortunately, even people who were born with silver spoons. Is it silver or golden? Silver? Golden? You, which one? Some of you know spoon. You were spoon, they born you with that spoon. Not even plastic, not wooden. There was no. Is it not if there is food before you start talking about plate and spoon? Some people have taken it another dimension. Some people say even your parents spoiled somebody's spoon. So you now came out here trying to pay for the spoon. Now, but you see, my problem is this. many people that are born with silver spoons, who even if they are not to, if they don't do anything, they are made, they are doing something. And then the people that were not born, that were born with that spoon, are lazy around, complaining about, wishing and hoping on not something that doesn't exist. Stop wishing. What did I say you should stop doing? Don't stop wishing. You can make your life with God what you want it to be. Or what you can partner with God to do that. And one of the things that will help you to do that is this farming principle. Are we together now? This farming principle. And you see, we read, you see, the farm, like I told you something about season. So don't miss your season. Hey, can you help me tell your neighbor, don't miss your season? Hey, don't miss it. And do you know that we are blessed hearing the things that we're hearing? You see, I've been receiving some amazing testimonies. And your testimony is going to be the next one. Now, you see, the farmer begins with the end in view. So, what kind of harvest am I expecting? That's how the farmer thinks. And do you know that's also how God thinks? That God does what? The end from what? The beginning. Do you know that the same way that God also operates with this seed principle? Now, do you know, for God to reap the whole world, he had to sow himself. Hey, come on, are you with me? It's the same principle. Because that's the Lord that governs the earth. You are not going to be able to harvest what you didn't invest into the earth. You won't. So please, stop wishing and hoping that your life is different. Make your life different by finding out what you need to do and doing it. Can I say that again? Make your life different by finding out what you need to do, and then you do what? You do it. Now let me tell you one of the things you need to pay attention in your life. Now, as one of the things you must trust God to do in your life, to be somebody who doesn't need supervision to do the right thing. Can I say that again? You know, many of you, until somebody is supervising you, telling you what to do, you don't do the right thing. Even simple things as simple as read your book. Come, Oga, will you throw that thing you are chewing and that is confusing you? Yeah. You know, some of you, is when you grow that you realize that I'm actually your friend. Huh? Are you with me now? Now, many of you will not realize. You say, Kai, this is the way he's hard on us. Yes. So that life will be easy for you. Because if I'm easy on some of you, the way is uselessness that you are going to embrace. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Yeah. You see, one of the things you must trust God to do, I'm telling you now, is to self-lead. To lead yourself. Not other people leading you. You know, now that we're in school, or even as well, people have to lead you, tell you what to do. Even some of you, even when you know the right thing to do, you will still choose to do the wrong thing. You know that you are not supposed to do like this. You are not supposed to be here. You are not supposed, you know, but you will still do it, even though there is even somebody who is monitoring you. But you see, one of the things that you must trust God to invest in your life is to serve what? What did I say you should do? Drop that. Don't distract yourself with that barrel. Yes, that's still what I'm talking to people about. To self-lead. Now, what does it mean to self-lead? That's I'm leading myself by myself. I'm not waiting for somebody to make me do the right thing. I am making myself do the right thing. Now, for example, I am not waiting for alarm to even wake me. I'm not even waiting for somebody to wake me. I will have to wake myself up. Now, for your information, by the virtue of, where my status and all that, I could come to work anytime I want. I hope you know that. Hey, I hope you know that. In fact, there was a time, apart from now, that, I was a lead pastor. I could come to work in fact, if I like, I wake up, I decide to stay at home. Nobody will query me. Do you understand that? But life will query me. Sometimes I'm going to come late. I will send a message to him that, please, I'm going to come late. Now, you see, because of self-leadership, even though I don't have a boss, and that's one of the things that we learn from the ant. Hey, Kaboria. Are you hearing what I'm saying? That the ant has no leader, but they will prepare their food when? In the summer. They are leading themselves. They are not waiting for anybody to lead them. And that's one of the things you must to arrive at that place where you are doing the right thing. Not because of anybody, but because of yourself. And you are the one leading yourself to do that right thing. What did I say you must trust God to do? I want to hear you. Hey, I want to hear self-lead. You be where you are supposed to be. You read when you are supposed to read. Are you with me? You do your homework when you are supposed to do your homework. No matter where you are. It's one thing that you must trust God to. In fact, not even trust God. Is what you must invest into yourself. Plant yourself the ability to self-lead. It will make you to stand out. Let me tell you something. You will stand out because, you see, in this time and even in our world, it is easy to stand out. You know why? Because there are many people doing the wrong thing. Are we together? Many people are following the bandwagon. You can stand out by just being different. It's easy to be different in our society and in our world today. And is this self-lead that will make you to be a different species? I'm telling you. And sometimes, you see, there is something that being a different person does in you. There's an aura that you carry. People can just look at you and see that there is something different about you. You have not talked. You have not talked. So, self-lead is one plant that you must plant where? In yourself. Whether somebody is there or not, is there really nobody who doesn't know the right thing to do? Let me ask you. I think it's the basic things. Is there anybody here? You don't know you are not supposed to still be sleeping by 9 a.m. Is there anybody who doesn't know? What are you doing on the bed? Is there anybody who doesn't know? You see, you should just know those things so that you do them yourself. You become a law by yourself. That's number one. Number two, thing that you must trust God to do, that's to invest in your life. That when you are given responsibility, it doesn't fail. When you are given responsibility, you will not need the person who gave you responsibility to be checking on you before that thing is done. And you see, one of the things that you see is a whole lot of capacity that you need to build. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Oh God, I'm just hoping that you need to build capacity. Now, first of all, you need to build capacity to multitask. Are we together? What did I say you need to build capacity to do? You need to build capacity to be able to do many things at the same time. If you're going to be a high flyer, you have to build capacity. You know, I was telling somebody, you see, let me tell you something. You know, the way it can be like that. I've told you before, and I need to tell you now. Can I say, let me remind you something I've told you before. Life will never get easier. I didn't say life will never get better. They're not the same. Life is not going to get easier. In fact, the higher you climb, the more complicated and the more complex your life is. You will discover that you are going to be looking for time to do things that are important because your life is going to be choked. By example, by the time you marry, husband is demanding from you, children are demanding from you. If you are a business or career, all those you are being pulled from different directions. When are you going to have time to read your Bible and to pray? How are you going? You see, you will find now that, and that will not be an excuse not to do those things. You know, I was telling somebody that I'm beginning to learn I'm praying, I'm studying my Bible, I'm listening to message. You don't understand. What did I say? I'm learning how to do. That is, I'm praying, I'm reading my Bible. There is still a message because I don't have time. I will not have time to sit down and be listening to message. Oh, you don't understand. Hey, Jesus. You don't understand. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Do you know what you are trying to? Okay. How complex my life has become. And if I yield to the complexity of my life, I will not pray. You know, because sometimes you finish, you are tired. Whether you are dead, what? Tired. Oh God. But you see, I can't even yield my body to that tiredness because that is the subscription for uselessness. I will still have to wake up the time that I'm supposed to wake up to do my quiet time. And sometimes in doing that quiet time, you remember you have barrage of deadlines to meet. So I have to be praying. My Bible is open. Really, I'm reading John 3:16, and a message is playing. I'm listening to the message. Me too, I'm a soul. Oh my God. Oh, you are not understanding something, eh? If you live your life, weeds will grow. When you live your life, the thing that will grow will be what? Weeds! If I don't make effort to ensure that and you see, it's something you have to do daily. At least there must be a word that oh God, your word have I hidden in my heart that I may not sin against you. One of the ways when Satan wants to plague you with sin is to keep you away from the word of God. So you have to devise a technique. I say I'm learning it too. What did I say I'm learning? You are reading. And sometimes you are praying that prayer. The message is playing. You are hearing. You may not know that you are hearing. You may not know that some things. Do you know I've played messages and slept, and I'm hearing the message in my sleep. I'm dreaming. In fact, is the message that I'm dreaming. Oh, you are not understanding are you understanding? You are dreaming that message. In fact, you are having a dream that the person you are listening to is having a program and he's preaching. And it's that message that you are listening that the person is preaching. And he's preaching. After preaching, he lays hands on you. You wake up and you are remembering those things. Oh, Jesus. Life must be lived deliberately. You must live life with intentionality. If you don't live life with intentionality, you'll be nothing. Can I say that again? I said, if you don't live life with intentionality, your life will amount to nothing. You see, you'll be frustrated because what you'll be saying, I know where I should have been by now. How do you know? When you're not doing anything, you say, by now. Have you, have you been frustrated before in your life? No, I'm not sure. You know, some of you are still young. Have you been frustrated that you are 40? You know, you are the one telling yourself, I know where I ought to be. You are squatting with Chukwu Eti at 40. And you are imagining, and you know something that comes with all those things, insult upon insult. And then you are saying, I know where I ought to be. My friend, shut up. If you know where you ought to be, what were you doing to take yourself that place? You see, we have to change. I'm changing your mindset. Are you getting what I'm saying now? So, I need to plant a seed to work without supervision. Are you with me? Keep deadlines, 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 deadlines. Some of you, you can't keep deadlines. They give you homework, assignment, submit on the 20th of November. And you know the deception. Today is what? Today is 5th. Let's assume they give you an assignment today being 5th. Say submit on the 20th. You know what you say? 20th is still. Eh? You say I have time, 2 weeks, and then you start dancing okoso. Before you know it, 20th will meet you. And you see, if you realize that, you see, the best thing to always do when you are giving assignment is to do it. You see, the procrastination is one of the things that have buried many people's future. I will what? Do it. I will what? I will do it later. I will do it later. And later will never what? Come. Will anything happen if you finish that homework and keep it? Will it disappear from your note? Now, it's better you do it immediately and know that you have gotten that done with. That's the spirit. Now, I'm also saying this with when you are given a task. Let's assume your boss gives you a task. See, just go to work. And learn to be organized. Can I tell you something? You should be what? Organize your life. And one of the ways to organize your life is to write down your activities. I'm supposed to call this person. I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to do this. And then you go to work doing them. As you are doing them, you are ticking what? You are ticking them. I'm telling you one of the things to invest in yourself. Begin to practice this thing I'm telling you. It will make you an extraordinary person. Now, let me tell you something. There is no place on the earth for average people. Can I say that again? You see, the world has no place for average people. Write it. It will help you. Don't just say Rema. What did I say that the world has no place for? Do you realize that even the world don't care about ordinary people? Hey, can we tell ourselves the truth? That the world, they don't care about what? You see, let me tell you, the way you are, no, many people will not care about you. But just start doing well. In fact, you will not discover that many people will be interested in your life. So remain average, nobody is interested. Have you not read about that the poor person pursued even his family people, they are running away from him? Is there in Proverbs? Okay. Anytime your village people cite you, They know his request. Don't be that kind of person. I'm telling you now that there is no place in the world for average people. So I must have to make myself to stand out and to be exceptional. So you are going to take your life into your hands. He said, God cannot be mocked. Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he reap. So what kind of investment am I making into my life? And I've told you that no day should pass without you becoming a better version of yourself. Spiritually, career-wise, you must be a learner. We talked about things today. I now told you about your skill that you must. I said you invest in your character, invest in knowledge, invest in your skill, invest in a skill, invest in a skill. Now let me tell you one other thing that I wanted to show you, very powerful. Genesis chapter 2, verse 5. And this is part of you must develop this skill. Verse 5, okay. Now he said, and every plant of the field before it was in the earth, and every herb of the field before it grew, for the Lord had not caused it to rain upon the earth, and there was a reason for that. And there was not a man to till the ground. Where's Obande? Now look at this. You see, that means God before now knew that he was going to send, there was something like rain. Rain was not an afterthought. Are you with me now? Are you with me? Rain was not an afterthought. And rain, original plan for rain was not for destruction. And you realize that the first time rain came, it came for destruction. But that wasn't but if you read here, you realize that God had an intention to send rain. And the reason for sending rain will be because there is a man to cultivate the ground. Because there is something to cultivate for rain to come upon it so that it can blossom. Come on, are you with me now? Now, let me tell you something. There are blessings that God will never give you if you are not prepared for them. Can I say that again? Because you see, God has no problem blessing you. God has no problem increasing you. What is God doing with those things? Is God doing anything with them? God has no problem with those things. But the problem is that we don't have capacity for many things that we're praying about. We don't have capacity for many things that we are hoping for. In fact, let me tell you something. A man that has built capacity, we get that thing more than a man who does not have capacity for that thing and is praying for it. Can I say that again? Because many times we hide under prayer and be lazy. You have not built capacity for something and you are praying about it. You see, it is in the love of God that God withholds that thing from you. Hey, okay. Oh my God. Listen to me. No matter how much I love my child, Gold, at her age, I can't give her the car to drive. Why? One, she's underage. Two, she doesn't know how to drive. So no matter how she cries and cries, it is not love for me to hand over the car to her. So you see, it is part of love that I'm not giving her that car. I'm telling you that many of the things you are praying for, even marriage, that the reason why you are not married is also because of the love of God, that the husband has not come. That's powerful. Is it not powerful? Some of you that you don't know it's a blessing that you are not married yet. Because maybe if you are married by now, would have been in your father's house. Because you are not ready. You see, do you know what marriage is? You know, many of you don't know what marriage is. Oh, Jesus. Larama salamanto. Katus eke parask. Abia? Do they want to know what marriage is? They don't know. You know? That one is small something. Abia is talking about small something. He revealed gas 5 times. That one is not. Do you know what it means? Oh God. You see, misbehave. Your life is not your own. Before you can do anything you want to do, now somebody is there. See, let me tell you something. I'm telling you that sometimes it's in the mercy of God that you are not yet married. Because God is not sending rain because there was no man to do what? To till the ground. You see, they don't even use anointing to marry you. There are many anointed people that married, they married early, their marriage scattered. Because it's not anointing that they use to what? Marry. So sometimes it's in the wisdom of God that a man or a woman is not yet married because they are not ready for marriage. The way you are angry, the way small, think twice. The way you are unforgiving, think. Marriage is not by force, and marriage is not for everybody. If you decide not to marry, you didn't sin. Are you with me now? Don't allow anybody to. It's not. But that's okay. I'm encouraging you. I want you to marry. I want to join you, but be ready. Know that after I've joined you, don't trouble my life. Okay. So you see, there was an issue of management and capacity. So God couldn't even send rain because there was no what? Man to till the ground. And do you realize that he was talking about tilling the ground? And tilling the ground is work. And you also know that tilling the ground is agricultural. You know, many of you want to become something without tilling. You know what it means to till ground? At least Anne can tell us. Anne, what does it mean to till the ground? Breaking up fallow ground. You know, and you know what it means to till the ground? You are trying to prepare the ground so it can receive what? Oh God. You can to receive the plant, the seed rather you are going to plant. And it's work. Now, can I tell you something about this tilling the ground? Do you realize that the issue of man tilling the ground was not so that he can walk to eat? Because the thing that he needs to eat, God already what? Provided. So, man will need to walk in order to become who God wants him to be. And you know why? Because even God walks. Jesus speaking, my Father walketh hitherto, and I walk. And Jesus will say, I must do the works of him that sends me while it is day, for night cometh when no man shall walk. That's also season. Hey, oh my God. Let me tell you something. There are things, if you don't do now, forget it. It has passed. Can I say that again? Hey, hey. Because Jesus said, night cometh when no man. No, think about it at age 17, 70. You say you want to go and play for Nigeria under 17. Even Super Eagles will not take you. Even this football on the road, they may not take you. Are we together? No, think about it. Let me ask you a question. If we're training and you see somebody 18, you will select him last, is it not? You is when you have selected every other person, except if you use intimidation and intimidate, you will not select him because he will be minus. True or not true? That's what I'm telling you. There is a season in your life. There are things if you don't do, it has passed. And if it is just that it has passed, that is the problem, that will be okay. But you see, because it has passed, that means there are some of your possibilities that are no more. Oh God, you didn't hear me. Did you hear me? You know that there are some possibilities that are not available again. Oh, let me give you an example. Let me try to give you an example. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Now, for example, if you were not the head boy when you were in primary school or secondary school, possibility of being head boy in primary school or college is what? It has passed. There is nothing you are go. If you like, be good boy now. Nobody will ever make you. Because that ship has what? Sailed. So there are things in your life. It's not just because the season has gone. It's just that there is a possibility that it will never be available for you again. So this is your best season. Anything that you need to do it now. That's what I'm telling you. And one of those things you are going to do is that become somebody. See, can I tell you, let me put it this way. Become somebody that is reliable and dependable. That when somebody gives you an assignment, they can go and sleep and know that that assignment is what? Done. Are you that kind of person? Can you train yourself to be that kind of? When they give you an assignment, when they commit a responsibility to you, the person who commits that responsibility can go what? Can go to sleep. It's one of the skills that you need to develop. I'm telling you, it will change a whole lot of things for your life. Dependability. Are you with me now? Are you with me? So, we began to read about Jephthah. We read that story of Jephthah, that Jephthah began to train himself in the act of war. Oh, God, I have a commandment to bless this evening. And I'm trusting God that I'm going to have that opportunity to bless you. And He's going to move your life forward. Now, if you want to hone your skill, one of the things that you must be an active learner. That's number one. We're talking about honing your skill. Sit well and write what I'm talking about. Johnson, talking to you. You must be an active what? What did I say? You must be an active what? Not passive. You must be an active learner. You see, because you must have to keep learning, relearning, unlearning. You must be an active learner. You must open up yourself to learn. And you must intentionally go out all out to learn. All out. And thank God, in fact, the way the world has even made things is easier. You have these things on your fingertips. Our smartphones are there where we can learn a whole lot of things. So you must be an active what? Can I hear you? You must be an active what? Active learner. You know, somebody said something. He said, a reader is a leader and a leader is a reader. Go and check it. People who are marking their word and leading their word exceptionally in every field, they are voracious readers. Because you see, you can't perform better than what you know. Are we together? Is that true? You can't. There's no way you can. You see, your performance in anything is at the mercy of your knowledge. Even in exam, you never see how you cry for exam. How many of you have had blackout in exam? You just did exam everywhere. Just did as if the question was written in Latin. As if they are asking you a question in French. Kese krunasumpa. You are. How many of you have entered the exam hall before? It's as if it's French they use in writing. You question 1 to 5 French. You didn't understand jack of what. Who knows what I'm talking about? And some of you will now hide under they didn't teach us. So that teacher is wicked. He said what he didn't teach. When he was teaching, were you paying attention? Were you paying attention? So you see that your performance is at the mercy of what? Your knowledge. And how many of you have also been in an exam hall that you open, and many of you have never been in this scenario that I'm about to say now. You are in trouble. If you have never been in this scenario, oh God, you need to, if I call for altar call, come out for repentance. And I know some people have never, they don't know this thing I'm about to say, they have never experienced it in their lives. That you turn your answer, your question paper. It was as if you should be dancing. Oh, who knows what I'm talking about? That you are doing like, Kai! You almost say, hey! Joy wanted to finish you. You would have said, what? That is, as you are writing, you cross your leg like this. You are doing like this. You are writing, boom. And some other person is looking at you and wondering, is it the same exam we are writing? How many of you have ever wondered, you are seeing somebody writing, you say, is it the same exam? This thing they are asking us that this one is writing. It's an extra sheet. You write back and front. Extra sheet. Say, is it this thing? You see, the problem is that your performance cannot be more than your knowledge and your readiness. And that's how life generally is. This I'm telling you, that's how life is. You see, there are many things that are happening to you. There are opportunities for other people. But because you know nothing, it's more like a problem to you. But for another person, it is what? An opportunity. There's never been a time when it is easy for people to be rich than it is now. I'm telling you. Can I say that again? There's never been a time when it is easier. I know you are thinking that Nigeria is hard, but I'm telling you, there's never been a time when it is easier to be significant. That you can be in your house and be working for somebody in UK. Yeah. I'm telling you. There's never been a time. So, it is the development of your skill set, you see, that will give you that advantage. You see, let me tell you how our world is structured. Do you know that the way our world is structured, that you can be doing the things you love? You know, sometimes the things you really want to do may not be paying you. Oh, listen to me. Are you getting what I'm saying? Now, let me tell you, it's not a problem. You can be doing those things that you love that are not paying you, yet you have other avenues that you are using to make money. That is how, you see, don't live an insignificant life that is just pursuing money. I'm telling you, are you hearing what I'm saying now? It's possible to be doing the things that you love because life is about impact. Let me tell you two voids in our lives. Can I tell you? Can I tell you? One, there is a God void in every man that it is only God that can fill it. There is nothing you can use to fill that thing. In fact, no, the moment you keep trying to use other things to fill it, the emptier you will feel. And you see, that's why many people have tried to use alcohol to fill the void. So the more they drink, the emptier they become. Some have to use drug. The more they drug, the emptier. Some think it's sex and women. The more you go into perversion, and the more you are feeling empty. So there is that void. Now there is another void of everyone wants to be significant. Hey, is there anybody here who doesn't want to be significant? In fact, if you have that drive or that feeling to be significant, something is wrong with you. And what do I mean by significance? It's not just money. Every one of us wants to feel important. Is it? Is it not valued, important, relevant, and all that? Your relevance doesn't come from having money. Your relevance comes from impact. Some of you, I feel like your relevance comes from what? Impact. And you see, you need to create avenues where you can actually know that your life is making a meaning or affecting some people's life. Are you getting what I'm saying? And that is, you see, and if you don't have that, no matter the amount of money that you have, you will feel empty. And let me tell you this, if you never create that in your life, do you know what? You use money for dumb things. I'm telling you. In fact, let me tell you this. If you don't create that opportunity for significance, having money is a curse. Can I say that again? Can I say that again? See, if you don't create... Okay, let me ask you a question. What will you do if you have $100 billion? That is your own. You are in control of $100 billion. Tell me, what are you going to do with it? Do you know what is $100 billion? You don't know it. Can I wait? Carlo, what will you do to know? Do you know what it means? You have a knowledge that you are in control of $100 billion. I don't mean naira. What will you do with it? Huh? If they give it to me, you may run mad. And then he say, hey, they just see you removing your clothes. What is the problem? If I $1 million, let me tell you something. If some of you receive even $100,000, you may run mad. You see, the things you will do, your desires, you discover that your desires are not in the market. You will discover that modern market does not have the things you need. If I can assure you that some drink Aquatros. Oh, you are not understanding what I'm saying. Oh God. I sent some of you one video that there is somebody that the bread he eats arrives Nigeria from London every day. Which people did I say? Who did I say? The bread that I'm telling you, don't have money. Oh, that's why you are thinking you are good. Yes, I'm telling you, every day there is a place they will buy bread and take it to BA. And BA will fly the bread to Nigeria. You think it's everyone that doesn't have money? Okay, don't allow me to say something. I'm telling you something. I didn't say it. How can I be telling you something? I am doubting it. You think that's what I'm saying. It's not your bank account. It's nothing. It's not. You are not aware that there are people that the money they are making every day is more than $100,000. There are people that are making more than 1 million. That is, you are not aware. They are not working. Oh, let me tell you something. Do you know what it means to have 5% share in MTN? You don't know what it is? Okay, sorry. I won't bother your mind with it. No, wait. I'm just saying, do you know what it means to have 5% shares in MTN? Do you know the meaning? 5%. To you, in your small arithmetics, 5% is insignificant. That 5% shares, when they sell it, is running into billions of dollars. And when they want to pay dividends, do you know how much money that comes into the person's account? See, let me tell you something. The world is bigger than North Bank. That's just what I want you to understand. Listen to me. You see, and that's one of the things, before they introduce you into prosperity, they must introduce you into God. Because if without God and you meet prosperity, you may begin to sleep with goat. I'm telling you. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. These people are not understanding what I'm saying. You see, you don't know there are people that every weekend they use private jet to fly people from Ethiopia, women. That's money. There are people that money, because of money they have, they cannot sleep with one woman. It's not, oh God. In fact, they boast, they say, no, they can't do one. What took that person to? No. The way you are looking at me is as if I'm mad. Have you met Satan? Has Satan whispered something to you before that you didn't know existed? And you tried it? That you can tell you can smoke